Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome you all for NTA lecture. The screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
So yesterday, actually, we have started the series resonance part, but due to some guest lecture from the training and placement office, so we have concluded that lecture, and today we can continue that part. So the today's topic will be, we are going to discuss the series resonance part. The series resonance. So already we have seen the definition, we have discussed the definition. So anyone can tell what is series resonance? Anyone? We have discussed in the introduction part. What is the series resonance circuit? What are the different components are
They
there?
are connected in a series.
Yes. Okay. So RLC, बरोबर है?
Yes, sir.
RLC connected in series, and for that series combination, the voltage Vs is applied. When voltage Vs is applied to a series combination of RLC circuit, then the series resonance will occurs at some condition. Okay, so what is that condition? That already we have discussed in the introduction part. That is the XL is equal to XC. When XL becomes equal to XC, at that point the resonance will occurs in the circuit, and the resonance occurs means what? The frequency of the receiver will match with frequency of transmitter. When it will match, the amplitude will go on increasing. The amplitude of that signal will go on increasing. If amplitude of the signal go on increasing, then we can clearly hear that audio signal. We can clearly visible that signal. Especially it is related to audio signal. Okay. Example we have discussed. Application we have discussed. That is FM radio. So in FM, what we are listening? We are listening a sound signal. We are receiving the audio signal. So for that purpose, we can hear the audio signal properly, clearly. For that purpose, it is necessary to increase the amplitude. So that is possible when the frequency of transmitter will match with frequency of receiver. So that condition is called as a resonance here. So at resonance, what is happening? When XL becomes equal to XC, at that time current in the series resonance becomes maximum. रेझोनन्स पूर्ण कमी होतो, सॉरी रेजिस्टन्स पूर्ण कमी होतो, impedance will decrease very less, and due to which current will increase more. So when the current in the series resonance circuit becomes maximum or more, at that point we can say that resonance occurred. So these are the some conditions at which we can say that resonance is occurred in the series resonance circuit. So what are the different factors are there which gets affected at the resonance, that we are going to discuss in the introduction part of this series resonance. So already we have discussed the phasor diagram. Am I correct? So in a
Yes.
series circuit, the current I lags behind or leads. That depends on what? Applied voltage. So once again, I will repeat that one. Okay, the current I lags behind or leads the applied voltage Vs, okay, depends upon लीड करते का लैग करते हे कशावरती डिपेंड आहे, डिपेंड्स अपॉन
Applied
values
voltage.
values of XL and XC, where XL is equal to impedance of inductor किंवा रिएक्टन्स म्हणतो आपण त्याला, impedance of inductor. So what is the formula of that XL? Calculate omega into L. Omega is called as angular frequency. So that depends on 2 pi into F into L, where L is the inductance, F is the frequency of signal. So you can easily understand. So I will write Vs is equal to Vm into साइन ऑफ ओमेगा टी किंवा Vm into साइन ऑफ ओमेगा म्हणजे काय 2 pi ft. So here theta is there, that is the phase angle. Here you can mention it 0. Okay. So f is the frequency where xc is equal to what? Xc is impedance of capacitor. Very good. So it is impedance of capacitor. मग xc चा फॉर्म्युला काय? xc is equal to 1 upon omega c. These formulas are plays very important role. So 1 upon f into c, 1 upon 2 pi f into c. So already I discussed how it leads and how it lags, and resonance occurs when the current I becomes in phase with applied voltage. Okay, so we can consider that when XL is more compared to XC, we can say that circuit is predominantly inductive. When किंवा ते point मी लिहून देतो तुम्हाला. So this point you can remember. So when XL is greater than XC, we can say that circuit is predominant, म्हणजे याच्यात dominant part कुठला इंडक्टरचा आहे, predominantly inductive. So when XL is greater than XC, at that time we can say that circuit is predominantly inductive. The meaning is that here the current I lead करते का lag?
Lag behind.
Lag behind.
Lag behind का lead? Once again I am asking.
Lag behind. The current I lags behind applied voltage Vs. Okay, similarly, when XC is greater than XL, circuit is now predominantly Capacitive.
capacitive. Very good. Circuit is predominantly capacitive. So in that case, we can say that current I leads applied voltage by Vs. Okay. So this you understood now. Okay, already we have discussed. But at resonance, what will happen? At resonance, what will happen? That is very important. So when I will write, yes, when XL is equal to XC, at that time, current I is in phase with Vs. So this in phase is very important. So when XL becomes equal to XC, the current I becomes in phase with Vs. So this is the condition for resonance. So this is condition of resonance. मग resonance म्हणजे काय? So resonance means at this point frequency of transmitter becomes equal to frequency of receiver. So everyone note this concept. Okay, and at this point amplitude of signal gets increased. Amplitude of signal gets increased. So this is the output, we can say. Amplitude of signal gets increased म्हणजे काय? Resonance चा तो output आहे. Amplitude of signal gets increased. मग तुमच्या मनात क्वेश्चन येत असेल की सर ऍम्प्लिफायर यूज केलं तरी पण सिग्नल ऍम्प्लिफाय. Okay, so it is very important that as we are using high frequency signal, for high frequency signal it is difficult to transmit, but nowadays we are transmitting the frequency in the megahertz, then gigahertz, up to gigahertz. We are transmitting, the system is transmitting the signal from satellite to particular substation. All everyone is using mobile is working on megahertz to gigahertz range. So these are all are the high frequency signal. Amplifier is used generally for we can say low frequency signal, or up to the megahertz also we can use it. Now at the resonant condition, one more effect is occurring. So that effect, if you understood this part, we can continue the next one. Once again, you can read it. I will give the 30 seconds, everyone. You can read it properly. Okay. Now, once we are coming up to this point, since XL is equal to XC, since XL is equal to XC, the impedance in the series in series RLC circuit total impedance in the series RLC circuit is only or purely resistive. Only purely resistive. जेव्हा resonance occur होतो, means when XL becomes equal to XC, the impedance only will be the resistive part. Okay, so that we can discuss how it is and how the resistance will be, because it is happening because at a resonance, or first of all, we can erase it, then we can discuss. So at resonance, or before this, we can discuss the resonant frequency definition. So resonant frequency that is denoted as FR, R for resonance. So we have discussed with the help of series RLC circuit that when XL becomes equal to XC, resonance occurs. So at that time, the frequency of receiver become equal to frequency of transmitter. मग तो frequency काय है? So that frequency is named as a resonant frequency. Okay. So for each channel, we are defining the different frequency. So that frequency is nothing but resonant frequency. It is denoted by EFR. So definition we will see. The frequency at which resonance occurs in series RLC circuit. The frequency at which the resonance occurs in series RLC circuit is called as resonant frequency. Is called as what? Resonant frequency. So it is denoted by FR. It is denoted by FR. Okay, if it is denoted by FR. Now we will come to that point when XL becomes equal to XC, or at resonant frequency, means when XL becomes XC, resonance occurs. At XL is equal to XC, resonance occurs. So at resonant frequency, FR, at resonance frequency EFR. The voltage across capacitor, and voltage across inductor, the voltage across capacitor, I will write VC. Voltage across capacitor, I will write VL, becomes equal in magnitude, but 180 degree out of phase with each other. So hence they cancel the effect of each other. And total voltage across L and C becomes zero. That is VL becomes equal to VC. म्हणजे ह्यांचं दोघांचं मॅग्निट्यूड सेम असेल पण त्याचा फेज डिफरन्स 180 डिग्री, त्यामुळे त्याचा इफेक्ट कॅन्सल होतो. आणि त्याचा जर तुम्ही VL मायनस VC काय होणार, total voltage becomes zero. Okay, VL minus VC becomes equal to. So at resonance this is happening. म्हणजे resonance effect बघा, resonance occurs when XL becomes equal to XC. So at that condition the frequency becomes resonant frequency EFR. मग त्यावेळेस काय होणार आहे, the voltage across inductor VL and voltage across capacitor VC both becomes equal in magnitude, म्हणजे त्यांचं magnitude same असणार आहे, but the polarity will be opposite. Hence they cancel the effect of each other. Polarity opposite म्हणजे 180 degree phase shift. So hence they cancel the effect of each other, and due to which what will happen, the VL minus VC net effect of the voltage difference becomes zero. Okay, so this is the condition and this is the phenomenon happening at the resonant frequency EFR. Now next point, we are deriving the resonant frequency formula, but small derivation, 3 to 4 line derivation will be there, and this asked number of times. So at resonance XL is equal to XC. So this is the condition, XL is equal to XC. So XL means what, omega into L is equal to 1 upon omega into C. Okay, now omega means what, 2 pi f. Okay, so omega is this, yes, so this omega you can take at the left hand side, becomes omega square, and this L you can take at the right hand side, becomes 1 upon L into C. इथपर्यंत कळालं का सगळ्यांना? Omega I have taken in the left hand side and L I have taken in the right hand side. So omega square is equal to 1 upon LC. So take the square root on both hand side. Square root on both sides. What will happen?
Omega equal to 1 upon root L.
1 upon under root L into C. Okay. So what is omega? Omega is equal to 2 pi f. Okay. So at resonance म्हणलं म्हणजे actually the omega means 2 pi fr. Why fr I am using? Because I am using the word at resonance. At resonance, what is the frequency? Fr. So 2 pi into fr is equal to 1 upon 2 pi. Sorry. So that will be 1 upon under root L into C. Now you are getting the final formula for fr. Fr is equal to 1 upon 2 pi into under root L C. So this is the formula to calculate what is the exact value of resonant frequency of the series RLC circuit. ओके, म्हणजे जेव्हा फ्रिक्वेन्सी व्हॅल्यू हे या फ्रिक्वेन्सीला जर मॅच झाला तुमचा रिसिव्हर ट्रान्समीटर बरोबर, तर तुम्हाला मॅक्झिमम अँप्लिट्यूड ऐकू येईल. यू कॅन गेट द signal very clearly. You can listen the signal very clearly. Okay, so amplitude is increased, due to which you can hear the signal, you can receive the signal properly. So that resonant frequency depends on which factor? 2 and pi are the constant, so it depends on either L or C or both. Okay, म्हणजे L and C वरती डिपेंड आहे, रजिस्टर वरती डिपेंड नाही. Have you understood? So if you are changing the L, frequency will change. If you are changing the capacitor, frequency will change. If you are changing both, then also resonant frequency will change. So resonant frequency will depends upon the value of inductor L, the value of capacitor C. Have you understood now, everyone?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay. So this is what the concept of series resonance. This is what the concept of series resonance. So previous page and this page. So total gives the 4-mark question. 4 marks question. Explain the series resonance and derive the resonant frequency FR. Okay, derive the equation of resonant frequency FR. So this type of questions they can ask in the exam and already asked number of times. So this part you can make as a or consider as a IMP part. Okay, so I will give the 1 minute for everyone. You can read it, these 2 points, and try to understand. If you're not getting anything or not understood any step, any part, you can ask freely without hesitating. Because if you are understanding this first concept, then you can understand the next part. So take a 1 minute, read it properly, and ask me any questions if you have. Otherwise, we can move towards the next point. Over. Okay, so next 2 simple problems we can solve now, and then we can move towards the next point, because these problems will help if the exam will be based on the MCQ. The MCQ based exam झाले तुमचे online, then it will be helpful for you people. Such a questions they can ask. So question number 1, these are the small numerical examples. So whenever we will complete one concept, we can solve the numerical example based on that. Okay, म्हणजे शेवटला घेण्यापेक्षा एक एक कॉन्सेप्ट घेऊन त्याच्यावरती लगेच इमिडिएटली जर प्रॉब्लेम सॉल्व्ह केले तर आपल्याला जास्त कळतो. Okay, so instead of taking at the last, we can take simultaneously. So for the circuit shown in figure, determine capacitive reactance. Determine capacitive reactance and also find impedance at resonance, and also find impedance at resonance. Also find impedance at resonance. Also find impedance at resonance. So circuit is given. I will draw it. So this is the Vs. So resistor value is 50 ohm. Inductor impedance they are given J25 ohm. Capacitor reactance they are given as impedance they are given as minus J into Xc. Capacitor reactance is always negative and inductive reactance is always positive. That you can remember. Okay, so this is the given. So how you can start? How you can start this point? How you can start to solve this example and getting the answer? Anyone having any idea? Yes. Before starting, I will give some hint here. Take as a note point. So in series RLC circuit, this note point is very important. You can remember. You can add this also in the previous concept in the series resonance circuit. So in series RLC circuit, when XL becomes equal to XC, in series RLC circuit, when XL becomes equal to XC, we can say that current I, this current I we can consider, current I becomes in phase with Vs. Okay, that we understood. Like I will show that this is Vs and this is current I suppose. So when we can say that this is in phase with, current is in phase with I, so this is actually I. So this is the condition of resonance. Already we are discussed in the introduction part. Okay, so at this point the total impedance, so I will consider as a note point only. So here total impedance will be total impedance in series RLC circuit is Z is equal to, impedance is denoted by Z. Z is equal to R plus, म्हणजे यांचे addition करा. This is R, this is JXL, and this is minus JXC. So these all are in series. So we are adding the impedances. So R plus JXL minus JXC. म्हणजे त्यांचे addition आहे. Okay. So this will be the impedance. So if it is impedance, then what is the current value? So current I becomes
0.
Current I is equal to total voltage Vs divided by total impedance Z. I चा formula काय असणार आहे? I is nothing but total voltage Vs divided by total impedance. This is by Ohm's law. बरोबर आहे की? This is simple. So this concept we have to use for solving this example. This concept we have to use whatever I have given as a note point up to this point. इथपर्यंत मी जे सांगितले, this concept we have to use. Okay, since I have written here note, या note point पासून हे जे काही पुढचं लिहिले, this concept we have to use to solve this example. And as well as the previous part, that is when resonance occurs. So here also it is given. When resonance occurs?
When X is equal to
Xc.
Yes. So at resonance, okay, they are asking determine the capacitive reactance, म्हणजे Xc विचारले त्यांनी. So given things काय आहेत ते लिहून घ्यायचे अगोदर. Okay, what are given? R चं व्हॅल्यू किती दिले? 50 ओम. पहिले तुम्ही सिरीज सर्किट आहे म्हणून असं लिहू शकता इथं, सिरीज RLC सर्किट, कारण आपण 2 पार्ट शिकणार आहे या चॅप्टर मध्ये, सिरीज आणि पॅरलल. त्यामुळे नेमकं कुठलं सर्किट दिले ते अगोदर लिहून काढा. सिरीज RLC सर्किट इन दॅट R इज इक्वल टू 50 ओम. व्हॉट इज दिस 25? व्हॉट इज द व्हॅल्यू ऑफ दिस 25? कशाचं व्हॅल्यू आहे?
XL.
Yes. So XL is given as 25. Unit is ohm because it is impedance. Impedance unit ohm. XC calculate करायचे आपल्याला. XC is we have to find out. XC is question mark. And also capacity reactance means XC. And also they are asking find impedance at resonance. So impedance at resonance is Z is equal to R. कारण जेव्हा रेझोनन्स होतो तेव्हा XL आणि XC इक्वल असतो आणि तो तुम्ही इथं ठेवलात की फक्त R राहतो. So that I will tell. Okay. So this you have to find out. Impedance at resonance, that is only R. So R value that is already given. Okay. Here also you can directly tell, but I will tell how to solve this one. So first point, at resonance, XL becomes equal to XC. So as XL is given as a 25, so XC is also 25. Are you understand? So this is the first answer. This condition you know, at resonance XL becomes XC. Therefore, XL value is same as XC and XC is equal to 25. The second one, at resonance, the impedance in the circuit is Z is equal to R plus JXL minus JXC. तिथे R 50 झाला, J 25 minus J 25 कारण XC पण 25 हे दोन्ही कॅन्सल झाले. Okay, plus minus. So only Z is what? R. So R is nothing but 50 ohm. This is the answer in this second question. So such type of question will be helpful. They can ask in the MCQ. Okay, in the MCQ they will ask such a questions for 1 mark or 2 mark. So everyone understood this example?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So we can move towards the second example now. It is based on that formula of resonant frequency. Everyone has to calculate. Question number 2. Determine resonant frequency. Determine resonant frequency of series RLC circuit shown in figure. Series RLC circuit shown in figure. So diagram they have given. This is given 10 ohm. This is 0.5 millih. Capacitor is 10 microfarad. And they are asking to find out determined resonant frequency. How to solve? First of all, given things you can write down. What are the given things? Series or parallel?
Series.
Series.
Okay. It is series RLC circuit. Resistor R is given as 10 ohm. L is given as 0.5 millihenry. Capacitor C is given as 10 microfarad. So only one parameter they are asking, that is the resonant frequency. The resonant frequency FR. The resonant frequency FR is equal to 1 upon 2 pi into
root L.
under root L into C. So put the value 1 upon 2 pi into under root L is 0.5 milli means what? 10 raised to minus 3. Then 10 into 10 micro means 10 raised to minus 6. So calculate and tell. What is the FR value? Yes, what is the value? Ideal. Getting or not? Anyone? No one is having any calculator? Calculator सगळ्यांकडे पाहिजे. 2.25 किलोहर्ट्ज किंवा आपण त्याला 2250 हर्ट्ज म्हणतो. Both are acceptable. Whether my answer is correct?
Yes, sir.
Okay, 2.25 kilohertz. That is also same. That is 2250 hertz. So such type of questions they can ask. They can give the inductor value किंवा resonant frequency देतील आणि L किंवा C चे व्हॅल्यू देतील. त्यातले एक L दिला असेल तर C काढायला लावतील, C दिला असेल तर L काढायला लावतील. Okay, such type of questions they can ask. Okay, now we can move towards the next concept. So this is the basic introduction of series resonance circuit, and we have derived the derivation of resonant frequency, that is FR is equal to 1 upon 2 pi into under root LC, and we have solved two simple examples. The next point will be impedance and phase angle of a series resonance circuit. In that we can discuss now simultaneously impedance and phase angle, impedance and phase angle of a series resonant circuit. Series resonance circuit. So this will be the next point, next heading. So we have understood now what is the series resonance circuit, how the resonance occurs, at resonance condition what is happening in the circuit, and due to which what will be the output, that is amplitude gets increased, and how to analyze that, and how to get the equation of resonant frequency. Okay, so that all part we have understood and discussed. Now we can discuss what will be the effect of different impedances, because there are the total 4 impedances. One is the resistive R, second one is XL, third one is XC, and fourth one is overall impedance, that is Z. So how it will changes, how it will behave, how it will vary with respect to frequency. With respect to frequency, that we are going to discuss, and we are going to understand in this point, that is impedance, as well as what will be the effect of phase angle change with respect to frequency. That also we are going to change. First of all, we can focus the impedance. Okay, so we can start now. There will be some graph also in this part. The variation of XL and XC, the variation of XL and XC with the frequency is shown in figure below. Okay, it is not only XL and XC. Along with that, we are comparing the total impedance Z as well as the resistive part. Okay, so I will draw the diagram, graph. Instead of diagram, you can say that graph. So on x-axis, I will take the frequency, that is in hertz. It will start from 0. Okay. Now on y-axis, I will take the impedances, different impedances we can compare. Now, if you are considering the XL part, so what is the formula of XL? What is the formula of XL?
Omega L.
Yes, XL is equal to omega L. What is omega into L? Omega म्हणजे काय?
2πfl.
Pi FL. Now you can say XL is directly depends on frequency.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
If frequency 0, what is the XL?
0.
0.
Means at frequency 0, XL value is also 0. Means I can start from here now. बरोबर आहे?
Yes.
Okay. So XL is directly proportional to frequency here. म्हणजे XL is directly proportional to frequency. म्हणजे जसं तुम्ही frequency वाढवत राहणार तसं XL पण वाढणार. So when such condition will be there, at that time it is a straight line passing through origin. आता इथे exact straight line येणार का बघू आपण ट्राय करू. Like this. Are you getting my point? So this is the graph of XL. XL is equal to 2 pi FL. म्हणजे F जर infinite, this is the infinite condition. Okay, when frequency is at F, F is equal to frequency infinite, at that time XL also becomes infinite. When frequency becomes 0, then XL also becomes 0. Means it is a straight line passing through origin. Now understood how XL will vary with respect to frequencies. Now next point. Next point काय घेऊया? XC. So how the XC will behave? What is the formula for XC?
1
1
upon
upon
Omega c.
XC is equal to 1 upon omega C. Okay, 1 upon 2 pi FC. आता इथे निगेटिव्ह काय घेतो कारण XC हा निगेटिव्ह आहे इक्वेशन मध्ये. टोटल झेडचं इक्वेशन काय? Z इज इक्वल टू R प्लस JXL minus JXC. Okay, XC is negative. That's why it will start in the negative domain. It will start in the negative plane, negative quadrant म्हणतो. हा impedance positive झाला and impedance negative झाला on y-axis. Now, in this case, if you are putting F equal to 0, frequency 0 पासून start करूया. जर इथं मी इथं मायनसच असणार. So if frequency 0, what will be the XC value?
minus infinity.
Minus infinity. So this is minus infinity. So graph will start from here somewhere. Okay, actually ह्या पॉइंट वरनं स्टार्ट होणार. मग F is equal to जर प्लस इन्फिनिटी असेल तर XC किती असतो?
0.
0. But it is straight line or curve? Who will tell now? हा स्ट्रेट लाईन येणार नाही. हा ग्राफ असा येणार नाही. It will never come. Why? Anyone can tell? इथं मायनस इन्फिनिटी आणि इथं 0 कडे चाललाय तो, बरोबर आहे? पण तो स्ट्रेट लाईन नाही येणार, तो कर्व येणार. Why it is happening?
Because F is inversely proportional to XC.
Yes. Because that is inversely proportional. It is 1 upon. हा तुमचं XC is equal to जर मायनस XC is equal to 2 pi FC असला असता, समजा असं मायनस XC is equal to 2 pi F into C. Are you getting my point? So in that case असं असलं असतं निगेटिव्ह 0 पासून इकडं. Are you getting my point? So it is 1 upon. So due to which you will get the curve like this. It will reach somewhere at 0. So this is a curve. Are you getting my point? So it is impedance now. Now this is XL and this is XC. Now at some frequency what will happen? XL becomes equal to XC. मग तो some frequency म्हणजे काय असणार आहे? At some frequency or at particular frequency XL becomes equal to XC. मग तो frequency चं नाव काय? What is that frequency part?
Resonant frequency.
Yes, very good. So that frequency is between 0 to infinite. यामध्येच या रेंज मध्येच असणार आहे. इथे 0 इथे infinite आहे. मग इथे मी somewhere इथे I will take here. Suppose. So this is what resonant frequency FR. So at FR, the value of this XL and XC becomes same. Okay, so somewhere I will mark dotted line. So at this point, XL becomes equal to XC. XL becomes equal to XC. Okay, so that is happening at resonant frequency FR. That is happening at resonant frequency FR. I understand now. Now next, at resonant frequency, what is the minimum impedance? Z is equal to formula आपण मगाशी बघितलं होतं. This formula. Z is equal to R plus JXL minus JXC. So at resonance XL and XC same. So this is cancel. So impedance becomes only R. So R is positive. That's why the minimum here. Okay. At this point, we can say the resonance happening, and at this point, the impedance should be positive, and that is R. That is R. So this is the variation of different impedances, that is XL, XC, and the total impedance I will draw still with respect to frequency. So total impedance now I can draw. So total impedance now, it is a curve. So that curve is also passing through this point. हा झाला तुमचा curve. So this is positive infinite, and this is negative. This is also positive infinite. So in between, at this point, resonance occurs. So this is the graph of Z. Z is equal to. आता याचा magnitude, Z चा magnitude घ्यायचं आहे. Okay, so magnitude how we can find out, because this is the complex number. So here real term square plus imaginary square. So imaginary म्हणजे काय? XL minus XC bracket square. Okay, मग XL आणि XC चा तुम्ही फॉर्म्युला लिहू शकता. R square plus XL म्हणजे काय? ओमेगा L. बरोबर आहे? So omega L minus 1 upon omega C bracket square. So this is the impedance. त्याचं काय म्हणतो? Magnitude of impedance. So आता हा स्क्वेअर रूट असल्यामुळे त्याचा कर्व असं येणार. याला काय म्हणतो? विच इज द नेचर ऑफ दिस कर्व? व्हॉट इज द नेम ऑफ दिस कर्व? What is the nature? In mathematics you learn M2.
Parabola.
Yes. Okay, one of the part, actually parabola म्हणजे ते hyperbola, parabola, there are the different curves are there you studied in mathematics. So this is the parabola like this. At this point we can say that the resonance occurs, and at resonance XL becomes equal to XC, and resistive part will be only R, and current will be maximum. So we will discuss the current later. Okay, so this graph will describe what? The variation of XL, XC, total impedance Z, and resistor. Resistor, forget about this. So total 3 curves I am showing. The red color is for XL, green color is for XC, and yellow color is for total Z. Okay, that is total impedance. So these are the 3 different variation with respect to frequency. म्हणजे frequency जर 0 पासून इन्फिनिट कडे मूव्ह केला, चेंजेस केला, तर काय काय चेंजेस होतं इम्पेडन्सेस मध्ये? एक्सेल कसं बिहेव करतो, XC how it will behave, how the total impedance Z will behave, that is understood by using this graph and this concept. So once again, try to understand this one, everyone. And if any questions will be there from this graph, if you not understood anything, you can ask. So I will give 1.5 minute for this understanding. Okay, so we can understood, we can describe in the words within 3 to 4 minutes we can complete it. So first case, at f is equal to 0, म्हणजे फ्रिक्वेन्सी जेव्हा 0 असेल त्यावेळेस काय काय होतं सांगा. At frequency equal to 0, what will happen? Yes. At f equal to 0, xl is equal to 2 pi fl.
Yep.
So that becomes 0. Okay, 0. कारण f 0 असणार आहे. So if xl becomes 0 means what practically? Inductor reactance जर 0 झाला तर त्याचं meaning काय? Inductor becomes short circuit. Resistor 0 याचा अर्थ काय? Resistor short झाला. तसंच inductance reactance जर xl 0 झाला तर inductor becomes काय होणार? Short circuit. Inductor becomes short circuit. म्हणजे इंडक्टर शॉर्ट करायचं. ओके, नाउ नेक्स्ट XC काय होणार? 1/2 pi FC. f जर 0 ठेवला 1/0 मीन्स इन्फायनाइट. मग XC जर इन्फायनाइट झाला म्हणजे रेजिस्टर इम्पेडन्स जर इन्फायनाइट झाला त्याचं मीनिंग काय? कॅपॅसिटर बिकम्स शॉर्ट और ओपन?
Open.
Yes, so capacitor becomes open circuit. Capacitor becomes open circuit. Okay, आता XC आणि XL चे व्हॅल्यू म्हणजे 0 मायनस इन्फायनाइट ह्या इक्वेशन मध्ये ठेवलं तर Z चं काय येणार आन्सर? देअरफॉर टोटल इम्पेडन्स Z काय येणार आन्सर?
0.
हाऊ इट इज कम 0?
R.
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 In the graph you can observe now. At frequency f, what is the value of that yellow color curve?
Infinity.
Infinite.
Yes, so it is infinite. Graph is there now in front of you. At frequency 0, the value of this yellow color graph, that is what? Total impedance. That becomes what? Infinite. म्हणजे फ्रिक्वेन्सी 0 असेल तेव्हा पण इन्फायनाइट असेल, फ्रिक्वेन्सी इन्फायनाइट जरी असेल त्यावेळेस पण इन्फायनाइट असेल. म्हणजे दोन एक्स्ट्रीम पॉइंटला तो व्हॅल्यू इन्फायनाइट असेल. ओके, टोटल इम्पेडन्स. कारण एक गोष्ट त्यावेळेस इन्फायनाइट असतो, कुठला? एक्सेल तर इन्फायनाइट असतो किंवा एक्सी तरी इन्फायनाइट असतो. अरे गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? आता इथं फ्रिक्वेन्सी 0 असताना एक्सी इन्फायनाइट होता आणि फ्रिक्वेन्सी इन्फायनाइट असताना एक्सेल इन्फायनाइट होता. त्यामुळे दोन्हीपैकी एक इन्फायनाइट असल्यामुळं त्याचं सबस्ट्रॅक्शन पण इन्फायनाइटच असणार आहे. मग इन्फायनाइटचा स्क्वेअर आणि त्याचा स्क्वेअर रूट म्हणजे इन्फायनाइट येणार. बरोबर आहे की नाही? आर यू गेटिंग माय पॉइंट? सो ड्यू टू विच व्हॉट विल हॅपन? आता इथं बघा एक्सेल 0 ठेवा आणि एक्सी इन्फायनाइट ठेवा. काय होणार? इन्फायनाइटचा स्क्वेअर म्हणजे काय होणार? इन्फायनाइटच राहणार. बरोबर आहे? फॉर्म्युला मध्ये पण तुम्ही टाकून बघू शकता आणि ग्राफ वरनं पण लिहू शकता. सो दिस इज द फर्स्ट केस. सेकंड केस काय होणार? when
At equal to infinity.
frequency is greater than 0 म्हणजे 0 पेक्षा जास्त आहे पण रेझोनंट फ्रिक्वेन्सी पेक्षा कमी आहे. म्हणजे हा रेंज इथून 0 पासून FR पर्यंत हा रेंज जर तुम्ही पकडला, या रेंज मध्ये काय काय होते सांगा.
XL equal to XC.
येस, ऍज फ्रिक्वेन्सी इन्क्रीजेस, जे 0 पासून तुम्ही रेझोनंट फ्रिक्वेन्सी पर्यंत इन्क्रीज करायला लागला, ऍज फ्रिक्वेन्सी इन्क्रीजेस एक्सेल काय होणार, एक्सेल इन्क्रीजेस,
Equal to
एक्सेल इन्क्रीज होणार ना. रेड कलर बघा, तुम्ही हा फ्रिक्वेन्सी आता काय करणार आहे, हा फ्रिक्वेन्सी तुम्ही वाढवायला लागला, हा फ्रिक्वेन्सी तुम्ही वाढवायला लागला, 0 पासून FR कडे चाललं, मग एक्सेल इन्क्रीज होणार, एक्सेल इन्क्रीज होणार, XC डिक्रीज होणार, कारण इन्फानाइट कडून तो 0 कडे चाललाय. XC डिक्रीज होणार आणि टोटल इम्पेडन्स जे आहे झेड, तो पण हळूहळू कमी व्हायला लागतो. ओके, सो ऍज फ्रिक्वेन्सी इन्क्रीजेस XL increases, XC decreases, and total impedance Z also decreases. Total impedance Z decreases. Okay, this is the second point. Have you understood? Now next point, third point. Third point क्या होना रहता? At frequency F is equal to FR. Okay, now third case. At F is equal to FR, what will happen? This is FR means resonant frequency. काय होणार? Resonance occurs, बरोबर आहे? Resonance occurs. If resonance occurs, what will happen? XL becomes equal to XC and total impedance Z becomes only R. बरोबर आहे. जेव्हा फ्रिक्वेन्सी हे FR ला मॅच होतो तेव्हा रेझोनन्स होणार. रेझोनन्स झाला याचा अर्थ XL becomes equal to XC and the total impedance in the circuit becomes Z is equal to R. So at the last fourth point, when frequency F is greater than FR, FR पेक्षा जास्त आहे फ्रिक्वेन्सी, म्हणजे हा पार्ट, इकडचा पार्ट FR पेक्षा जास्त म्हणजे इन्क्रीज केला, तर काय होणार आता? XL इन्क्रीजच होणार, XL इन्क्रीजेस, XC काय होणार? डिक्रीज होणार,
increase,
आणि Z काय होणार? टोटल Z दॅट ऑल्सो इन्क्रीज. अप एरो म्हणजे काय? इन्क्रीज, डाऊन एरो म्हणजे डिक्रीज. ओके, आणि शेवटी F इज इक्वल टू इन्फायनाइट झाल्यावर XL इन्फायनाइट, XC 0 आणि Z पण 0, Z पण इन्फायनाइट. So these are the 5 different parts of this graph. So when the exam they will ask, explain the impedance variation with respect to frequency. So you have to draw the graph, you have to write some concept, and you have to use those formulas, and you have to explain the point wise. Okay, when the frequency is 0, when the frequency is in between 0 to FR, when the frequency is at exactly resonant frequency FR, when it is greater than FR, at that time what will be the values of XL, XC, and total impedance Z, that you have to explain. So today we can stop, and in the next lecture we can solve one example based on this, and then we will see the phase angle variation in the series resonance circuit, and after that we will see the current and voltages in the series RLC circuit. So if anyone having questions, you can ask, otherwise we can stop here.